And I think a good place for us to start is going to be the newly named MVP, Nikola Jokic.
The Joker.
The Joker, that's right.
And I tell you what, he's a phenomenal athlete.
He really is. He doesn't strike you as one when you see him in pictures or running up and down the court. He kind of looks like he's laboring. But he can surprise you, I think.
I saw a post that he made today that said something along the lines of, when I'm old, fat, and lazy or something like that, and my grandkids look back, I want to be able to say, yeah, I used to be good at basketball. Something along those lines. It was funny, when I read it. He seems like a pretty nice guy.
He does. I think he's ultra competitive.
Yeah.
Obviously, you see him kind of going back and forth with guys on the court. I think that's what it takes to win at that highest level, like he's proven.
Two-time MVP now?
Two-time MVP, back-to-back. Rarely happens, especially in today's guard-dominated NBA, to see a true center, win like that. I know one of the topics of debate kind of around the MVP discussion was Joel Embiid leading the league in scoring, and Philadelphia, making the playoffs as well, and kind of Joel Embiid getting the snub on the MVP vote.
I think Joel Embiid is a great player as well. But to be completely honest with you, the player, in my opinion, that should have been MVP, hands down, is Steph Curry. Man. Steph Curry, to me, when you think about an MVP, or when you even think about the greatest of all time, right?
Sure.
You think about somebody who changed the game.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I think of somebody who changed the game in basketball, I immediately go to Steph Curry, because he makes you guard the perimeter. Because if you're not guarding him on the perimeter, you've seen he makes these videos, these crazy videos. He kicks the ball across the half court, and they kick it back to him, and then he shoots a half court shot, behind his back and all this other stuff. He is just a phenomenal shooter. And without him on the court, the Warriors are not in the playoffs. And in my opinion, an MVP should make the difference of whether or not you're in the playoffs or how deep you go in the playoffs.
Sure.
And that's a player that I feel deserved MVP over any of those other guys.
That's interesting. I love Steph. I'm a huge Steph fan. And to touch kind of on what you said, there's nothing in basketball today like that Steph Curry tidal wave of three-pointers where he can, steps across half court, and he, is putting 12, 15 points up in 90 seconds. And that, the run they go on is kind of like unlike anything else in basketball.
And I'll tell you, the Warriors, when they're on, there is nobody that's going to beat them in the NBA.
That's right. Forget it.
Nobody.
No. And that's what's really interesting is that Steph's usage compared to Jokic and Embiid is probably the lowest out of the three in terms he's so active off the ball, and the Warriors have so many facilitators, and they've built that team to play that style with Steph that it makes sense that he's such a big component. Like when he's off the court, whether he's got the ball on the court or not, he's super valuable.
Yep.